All praise to Yahweh Shem Shah, double honor to the elders, and peace and blessings to all you brothers out there doing the work. This is part of the Man Up Jacob camp. We decided to do some work down here in Austin. We're in front of the Capitol building right now. We picked this spot because they got the 10 Commandments of the Lord, but right on top of it they got the all-seeing eye. So we thought this was a very interesting, spot to go ahead and bring out the truth. To bring out the truth of the Lord's word.
This is just like the camp down in Seattle, down at their capital. They did this same thing too a few months back. We found the Paleo Hebrew with the 10 Commandments and everything, man.
God. Go ahead and start off with 2nd Ezra 9:1.
Khan, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently.
And that's what we're doing. When we out here doing this work, that's what we're doing. We're measuring the time diligently. Because as all these things, these rumors of wars, as it talks about, as the Lord talked about in Matthew, and so on, we're measuring these times. And you're looking in the news and you listening to people and you starting to say, hey man, this has to be that time. The chip, the elders did a beautiful sit down on the chip, and the brothers all over the world have done beautiful sit downs on the chip. The chip is not something that's far off. It's not something that's, some ages away. The chip is here. As a matter of fact, it seems like at this point in time, if you wanted the chip, you could get the chip.
That's right.
Right?
Yep. That's right, because, and to piggyback off that, they're telling you of this current generation now, they're more into using credit cards and things of that nature. A lot of them are not even familiar with using money as much anymore. So, just wanted to mention that.
And I remember, every time we talk about the chip, I always talk about that Visa commercial, where you got the cafeteria line and everything is going so smooth, and everybody's trays are going, and then it's that one guy that pulls out some money, and you hear the record skip, and everybody's like, oh man. But they trying to push that idea on you to get rid of. Before it was get rid of currency. Now they're going to start getting rid of those, credit cards, debit cards, and all that. And now it's going to go to that chip.
Yeah.
Phase 3. That's right.
That's right. And once again, it's a process that's being played out, and people don't realize that psychologically it's happening right before your very eyes.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
If I can say this real quick, just like the elders always bring out, just like the Baja Club.
Yep.
They have that scanner that scans your hand, so you can go ahead and get in the club. You can charge your tabs, with drinks or whatever you need in the club.
That's right.
And then go back out. Everything's cool. That way, just like the brothers bringing up, they're ushering in that cashless society. They're slowly pushing it into acceptance.
And since we're talking about the chip so much, somebody go ahead and get Revelation 13. And like the brother was saying with the Baja Club, it's all designed to start in the VIP section and with the elites, because they know that you just the peons, they want to do everything just like them. So they show a video with somebody like Kanye West with a chip. Now everybody in the world wants a chip. Everybody in the world except the elect. And it's by perfect design. Satan is no fool. Satan is no fool at all. Go ahead.
Khan, this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great.
Both small and great to get it. There's no getting around it. The elites, everybody. But the elites, they want it. Yeah. Everybody else, they just look at it as, I just want to make it. So they going along with it just like they go along with what this white man puts out. He gives you the 10 Commandments, but it's not through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah. Who is it through the spirit of? Satan.
Yeah.
That all-seeing eye. You can go back, to Babylon. You can keep tracing it back, but it all leads to Satan. If it's not of the Most High, then what is it of?
Satan.
That's right.
That's like, sorry, bro.
No, go ahead.
With what's my train of thought? With the all-seeing eye. When you go to that's what I'm tripping. 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, where it talks about he shall sit as the Most High.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
If you can. He about to get it. Go ahead. if you read that chapter, basically Esau, the wicked, who he talks about in that chapter, the so-called white man, he set himself up to be God. That's why you have these 10 commandments, all right? Which is
just 1 second. You got these 10 commandments, but what is the first commandment?
yeah.
What is the very first commandment? To not be into this bullshit. To not be into this evil, which is Rome. To not be into America, which is Babylon, Egypt, and everything rolled into one. That's what the Lord said. Come out of that. Don't follow any other God but me. I'm sorry.
Right, that's right. Now, on the flip side, when he says, I am the Lord thy God, thou shalt have no other God before me, who was he referring? Who does he want to be seen? Who does he want to be seen as? The Most High. So he's really referring back to himself. All right? That's really the only commandment he really wants, that you shall worship me as the Most High and as God. That's why he wants that chip. Brother's talking about the chip. Because he wants everybody to have tabs kept on them. All right? He wants everybody to have to go to him for whatever they need. Finances, if you need to go to the hospital, you need to get money, all right? Whatever you need, you have to go to him. And that's why he has this set up. At the very top, he has this wicked ass symbol right here, the all seeing eye.
That's right. If I can say this real quick, but that's why, and that's another thing that alludes to the Lord being crossed out in this society. You know, the Lord not being praised in society. Now you got Satan. Not now. It's been up here. Nobody brings this stuff out. But you got Satan at the top of this, like the brothers mentioned. And they push it so proudly. They push it so much that nothing else, like what we're doing, is looked down upon.
That's right.
The rich sit in low place. You know.
You got that second. That's what it is?
Yeah.
Two. Start at the top.
Start at the top.
Yep. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day.
And if you're measuring the time, like I was reading before, you won't be shaken. If you're of the elect.
Yep.
I'm sorry, go ahead, brother.
No, I was saying the same thing you did.
Diligently.
Yeah, if you're watching the time and watching what's going on, you'll know that it's that time. And you'll know that it's time to like they say, hunker down.
That's right.
If you in the truth, now is the time to be even more in the truth. And like the brothers were saying, like the elders were doing the videos on brothers getting lineups and whatnot.
Yeah.
How could, knowing what's going on in the world right now, why would you do that to yourself at this point in time?
Why would that be the thing?
Why would that be an issue? Getting a taper fade with a lineup. Who are you trying to impress? It's over. It's all over.
You ain't cute no more.
That's right. It's all over. The women don't even want them cute niggas no more. They assume they all faggots.
Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says,
I ain't mean to jump in.
no, that's all right, good. Verse 2, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Yahushua is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
That falling away was the nation of Israel falling away from the Heavenly Father. All right? Go ahead.
And that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
That man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, which perdition means destruction. That man of sin is talking about the so-called white man, the same one who set this up. All right? We all know that these symbols and all that go back to other customs, ancient Babylonian customs, all right, and other civilizations that came beforehand. But ultimately, right now, it's talking about the so-called white man, because he's the one that pushes that all over the planet.
That serpent.
That's right. Yep. And speaking of the serpent, we go to Revelation 12. You don't have to get it. It says that the serpent cast out waters as a flood.
That's right.
All right. That we might be taken, but like the scripture says, the elect aren't going to be taken.
That's right. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High.
Right. So, in other words, right here, that's what he wants to be set up as. Instead of the Most High being worshipped in truth and sincerity, now you got to worship him. And that's not right. That's completely backwards. All right? But according to this society, because the majority of the people don't know any better, all right, alluding back to what this brother was saying about the RFID chip, since he's looked at as God, as the Most High, and as security, as safety, all right, the one you got to go to get everything, then when that time comes, everybody's just going to run to it. All right?
If I could say this, we was jumping, I mean to cut you off, but on that chip, they're trying to say that this is the this is the mark of the beast.
Right.
The Roman Catholic Church is the mark of the beast. How can that be the mark of the beast? You gonna walk into a store and say, I'm a Roman Catholic, let me buy this bread?
Right.
Now what sense does that make?
Makes no sense.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's better. You got it.
Go ahead and jump back on Revelation 13.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right.
And that word mark in the Greek is charagma, which means an incision. So right there, that already blows that other Roman Catholic Church and all that other nonsense out the water.
You can't cut that into your hand or your forehead.
Yeah, you can't
You got a tattoo.
put a stamp of the Pope's face, and you know what I mean?
He's good.
No, that they're already showing you that chip. They're slowly, putting it in dogs and putting it in kids and whatnot.
Oh, I mean, in my job I work for, you put it in every day. It is not like it's some big grand event.
That's
You
right.
just take the needle, chip.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's literally just like that.
Yeah, or just like it was another article that came out toward the end of last year, I think, and it was talking about they were doing tests on rhinos, and they were putting the chips inside the horns. Like, come on, you can't figure out whatever you need to in research without doing that. Why is that important? You know?
It's important because the so-called white man got his plan.
That's right.
Satan has his plan, and he knows that he ain't got that much time left.
That's right.
So he's pushing it. It's easy to go on YouTube right now and look up the chip, people being chipped. You'll see stuff you'll probably find new stuff.
Yeah.
By now,
Con.
I saw some people in Africa. They was just lined up, standing in line to get chipped. Like that was free food or something.
We emaciated Africans.
You know? Go ahead and finish that.
All that hell Lord been putting on them.
You got to go ahead and finish that.
Con.
It's no
Oh,
surprise.
In their right hand or in their foreheads.
And every time you see a video, where are they putting it? Well, I'm sorry, right now you might see somebody putting their left hand, like, their upper tricep or something like that. But come on, you all know where it's going to end up going.
Yep.
I believe they did studies saying that the warmest part of their body or something like
it's
that.
right.
Warmer.
Con.
Exactly. So it's all falling right into place. It's Satan's plan. I should say, the plan of Yahweh Shema Shai is all going right into place.
That's right.
So why would you be the guy with a lineup, coming to camp with a lineup,
Right.
doing lesson with a lineup? Why would you want to be that guy? I don't mean to jump off topic,
Con.
but go ahead. That's pretty much it on that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Jump back to, unless somebody else got a precept, jump back to 2nd Ezra 9.
This is 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before.
That's right. And these things, these signs they're coming into play, and you're seeing it, and you should be scared. Not scared to the point of fear that I can't move and do it. You should be scared to the point I got to do the right thing now. Period. Point blank.
Right.
That's it. I ain't got no time left.
That's right.
Like when you go ahead, I'm
I
sorry.
was gonna say that's why I said measure the time diligently.
Mhm.
When you slack it, brother. When you go to Ephesians 5, you don't have to get it. It says redeeming the time, for the days are evil, because you gotta buy back the days that we've lost.
Sure.
Because we all of recent come into this knowledge and this truth. So that's not the majority of our lives. So we gotta buy back that time. All right. That's why it says in Baruch, seek ye 10 times more. Like the brother said, we don't got no time left. So you gotta just do what you can and hope that you're gonna end up on the right side.
That's right. Just like when you were a kid, your pop's about to come home. You ain't cleaned your room. You ain't done nothing you was supposed to do. But I bet you when you look at that clock, he's supposed to be home at 4, 3:45. You rustling around trying to get everything straightened up.
Yeah.
But you've been playing video games all day. Ain't done nothing you was supposed to do.
Yep.
Now you got 5 minutes. You hustling like a motherfucker to get it done.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You got something?
Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
That's right, and that's exactly what he's doing. The Most High is visiting the world through this anguish and through this destruction that you're seeing. On Fort Hood, people getting shot. That's supposed to be, that's the military base.
Goes right into the
Biggest one
point
in the country.
In the country. That's the mighty men. I was listening to the radio, they said people was running and jumping over fences.
Yeah.
As soon as the first thought that came to my mind was, man, this is over with, man. This is it.
Right.
This is it.
Kind.
The mighty America. Go ahead.
Kind. And in the sit down, man, you know, I was mentioning that earlier about Bill Maher. They saying, look, man, is this people are being conditioned now to just see this as an everyday normal thing?
Yep.
You know, like, is this what we're starting to look like the Middle East now?
This is desensitized.
You know what I'm saying?
But we in the last vestiges of the kingdom of America. Babylon, daughter of Babylon in the Bible, and it ought to be destroyed.
That's right. And every single thing is not a conspiracy. Every single thing isn't Alex Jones worthy.
Right.
Some people just, the Lord put the spirit on them to kill somebody, and that's what happens.
That's exactly what it is.
You can put it on, you can blame it on the Ambien, you can blame it on this and that and the other, but point blank, the Lord wanted some people to die that day, and the Lord is going to have his way.
Another thing, it wasn't as bad as it obviously, but y'all hear about what was it, Pennsylvania or somewhere? There's a kid
It was Pennsylvania. He was stabbing people,
slashing people in the hallway of the school or something.
Yeah, they said they made a few arrests that happened out in Pittsburgh today, where some kids just running through the school, man, just stabbing kids left and right.
Yep.
That's right. Another story.
Put the spirit on them.
That's right. Another story to add, and so if somebody want to get that scripture, the spirits for vengeance, the spirits for whatnot. If you want to, you don't have to. There's another story of Camp Lejeune, which is another military base. I believe this happened today, where on the entry to the base you have the sentry or the guards, and they're really pretty much the police force and the sentries are the only ones with weapons. But one of the guards showed up that day and just shot the other guard. They don't have no explanation. They don't have no lie to tell you. They just know somebody got shot, and it wasn't no mass shooting or nothing like that. But hey, the Lord wanted him to die today.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it, and that's that.
Yep, that's what it goes back to.
So you could try to Alex Jones, you can put it all on your site, whatever. I think he's even understanding now. It's like, you know what? They just wanted people to die.
As the scripture say, does evil happen and the Lord had not done it?
Yeah, that's it.
If somebody get killed and it's not the Lord's will that it be done, the Lord is the one who.
Sirach 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
That's right, and that's what's going on in the world. The vengeance of the Most High. You're not supposed to understand it. For you to understand that, it's for you to be the Most High.
That's right.
Why they got shot up on that base like that? You're not supposed to understand it. You're supposed to just measure the time and know that, okay, well, I know the Lord is visiting America, so this must be the end.
Yep.
Right?
That's right, because look, man, look, if you think about all these times and these wars and shit, you didn't have stuff going on like this back in the 90s, 80s, and 70s. Now, when there were military men turned against one another, it was out on the battlefield. when you had Vietnam Wars and stuff like that going on. These are people just turned on themselves during the time of going through complete stress during that war. You know what I'm saying? You didn't hear about these random shootings and stuff like that. It's on such a grand scale now to where